Hey guys,
Hey guys,
welcome back
welcome back to the
to
off
the Off Topic podcast.
where we talk about anything and everything all the time.
All the time, every time. That's what
Yep.
we do. How's it going? How's your day going?
My day's going good.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
had my mock trial today.
Nice. Nice.
I was a witness, and then
Mhm.
did some schoolwork.
Did some schoolwork. Nothing eventful's happening.
Literally nothing eventful. I'm just going to work later.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything. I've been doing schoolwork, but school's winding to a close, so I've just, been
I've been
chilling.
chilling.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about our backgrounds. What's your background?
So today my background is Trash the Dragon from
Hello.
Scaled and Icy, which is 21 Pilots' new album that came out today. We're filming on Friday.
Ooh.
So came out
Look
today.
at that.
This is my background because it's really cool. Really
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Okay. My background is Hey Queen. It's a an online show that is hosted by Johnny McGovern and Lady Red Couture. Rest in peace. Love her so much. Um she she passed away last year actually, which really sucked. But
That is that does
it's
suck.
a really fun show where they're super gay and they talk with drag queens and also just other people who are notable and queer.
I'm I've never heard about this.
Yeah, I see like
So I'm like strange. That's strange that I've never heard about it.
a few years ago it was on Netflix and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And so I started watching it and
Mhm.
it was just amazing. First off, it's a lovely talk show and it's just like
Mhm.
it's so it's like perfect to like watch while like doing something and just like listen
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
So, but like on Netflix, there was only like one season, quote unquote season,
Mhm.
and this season was like the third or fourth. So, um,
You know what? Netflix sometimes does that with Great British Baking Show too.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like a Netflix like special thing. It's off Netflix too now, which sucks. But it's all on YouTube, so I've been watching it on YouTube for pretty recently, and I
That's
love
fun.
seeing it. It's so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I need to go adjust my lights. BRB.
Okay. While she adjusts her lights, I can talk about. Well, you know what? Let me talk about Hey Queen some more. All right. So earlier, first off, I watched this while playing Minecraft because it's so much fun just having it like on the side, listening while you're just doing something else.
Is it
But
too dark now?
no, you're good.
Okay.
Look at that. Yeah, no, but the most recent episode I was watching was with Shangela, and she was talking about like, her like drag history, like where she was before drag and then how she got into drag. And it was actually like
Mhm.
really interesting because I like did not know where she came from. But
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
learning something new every day.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm.
um. Yeah. So really, the only thing that's been happening recently. Oh, I got the yearbook.
Yearbook. Let's talk about the yearbook.
Really quick. Let's briefly touch on the yearbook.
Mm-hmm. Brief.
No hate. No Sade.
No hate. No shy.
Sade. Um. We were interviewed to talk about the podcast for the yearbook.
Yes.
We believed that it would be in the
We
yearbook
were under the assumption.
under the assumption that it was going to be in the yearbook and it wasn't, and that was a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big bummer.
I think the yearbook this year just had a little bit more pressure because of COVID,
Yeah.
and you can
Yeah.
tell. So
Yeah.
it's rough.
I have not gotten my yearbook yet, unfortunately. I had my French exam yesterday. That was a train wreck. Hello. Bonjour. Don't know how to say train wreck in
No,
French.
I don't know what you never told me about that either.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just okay, so there's 2 parts to it. There is one part where you're writing. You write like you have a little prompt and then you have to write in French, blah blah
Yep.
blah.
Yep.
And then the other part is reading, like comprehension. So you have a little passage, you read it, answer some questions. I thought the writing was going to be harder because you need to get to 450 words. Um,
Okay.
and I've taken this like test before, like I did a practice test, and I didn't even get to 300 words. So
Yikes.
I thought that was going to be the harder part. Guess what?
Right.
Surprise. That was not the harder part. The harder part was the reading questions that beat my butt back.
But you're good at French.
Yeah, I'm good at French, but I'm not that good. I'm not like
Really? Was it like
fluent.
that hard?
Well, like, I mean, okay, here's another thing. I didn't like study super well. Like for my other tests, like for math, like I did like a lot studying. Like I started
Sure.
studying like a good week or two before the test. I
Sure.
barely studied for French. I really just studied the
Well,
few days
because usually with a
before.
language class, you prioritize that last over
Yep.
more
Yep.
core classes. That's why
Yep.
I always did bad on my Mandarin exams.
Yep.
Not exams,
But
but finals and stuff.
yeah, of course. But I mean, it was still like hard because it's like I don't know how like what quality of French it is. Like I don't know if it's like higher, like super
Yeah.
level, but like I don't think it was like that bad. It's just that like I just don't know a lot. But like I
Speaking of
understood.
French, yeah, speaking of French, you have the funniest quote in the yearbook when talking about the French trip. You are
Yeah.
so, what's the word? Like,
Yeah.
not, what's the word? It's like
I don't know.
positive, but it's uncalled for how positive you are. Because the French trip is probably not going to
It's not
happen.
happening. Yeah.
Like, I'm getting ready to be social distance on a plane.
Yeah.
Distance
That
planes.
girl, they asked me that question
Like a
at
long.
the beginning of the semester, at the beginning of the year. And I was like, oh, yeah, there's most definitely going to be a French trip. We're totally going to get it all sorted out. No, wrong. That did not happen. Um, yeah, no,
No, that was so funny. They still put that shit in there though.
that's so funny. Hey, why did they not put the podcast in? At least this is alive. Hello.
I know.
Like nothing else is happening. I'm sorry.
It's cause they wanted to highlight really good things that are happening in the community during COVID. Like they have the Black Lives
Right.
Matter parade
Oh,
from in Northville. They have like people who are doing like the like student congress scavenger.
yeah. Yeah.
Like you did the adopt a family like present or something that was in there.
Oh, that's nice.
The Haley Stevens event, the photos of us doing going to that is in there.
Very
Like
nice.
added stuff like that. They also highlighted like people who said what they did to
Yeah.
like practice mindfulness during
Yeah.
COVID.
Okay.
So, so I feel like we could have been fit in because
Few
we
few thoughts.
started during COVID.
Few thoughts. Do they have the
Yes,
student congress podcast in there?
I don't think so. So it's fair.
Okay. That's fair.
Because if they had the student congress
I
podcast in
would have
there,
called
I would have
school.
literally, I would have literally been so mad. I
I
would
would
have
have
been,
thrown hands.
yes.
I would have been so mad. But okay, that's good.
Okay, but that's good. So it's even.
Even Steven.
But also, we have very unpopular opinions when it comes to the high school because we are outcasts.
Yeah.
You're a bit more popular than I am because you were in student congress freshman year, so you still know
Um
people, but you still know people and you still talk to people. Like I don't talk to anybody but you.
not this year, not this last year.
I know,
I
but when you are in school, you're saying hi to people. You're like able to wave at people. Like that's not me, right?
yes,
Like
that
that's
is
not me.
true.
So what I've noticed. So I have some more unpopular opinions than others may have to our school, but when I see the yearbook, I want to see everybody highlighted in their own different way. I want to see all types of
Mhm.
seniors highlighted. I want to see all
Right.
students highlighted. But
Right.
what I've been noticing, all the big pictures of the seniors are people who are in student congress or associated
Yes.
with student congress or student
Oh.
council.
Well then.
Like not what I want to see. I want to see Northville High School like highlighted in all types of ways.
The past I
Which
don't
is the
really
Black
look.
Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter protest was really good. Start.
That's what I wanted to talk about. I saw a TikTok from a girl from
Mhm.
Kansas, and she went to this one school, and their yearbook, do you know what the yearbook had? Not a Black Lives Matter page, not a that spread, Blue Lives Matter, All Lives
Okay,
Matter.
God bless our school's not like that, right?
God bless our school. I mean, we're
At
in
least our school's
Northville,
like
we're
trying to do
educated.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. We're like we actually have like some semblance of actual thinking brain
Resources, people
cells.
to listen
Hello?
to.
Yup.
We have resources and people to listen to and all that.
Kansas, Blue County, or whatever, Grand County, whoever. I don't know what it was called. Some weird
Right.
country
Some
name.
Kansasy.
Hands,
They had a Blue Lives Matter
Panthers.
page.
Blue Lives Matter page. They have a girl, obviously, right? White girl going like this, white pose. Hey. She's like, I think we shouldn't be putting labels. I believe in all lives matter because we shouldn't be like putting labels on things and like that really just separates us more. And it's like,
Did put a label on it, bitch.
what?
You put the
What
All Lives That
the fuck
Matter
are you
label on it, and
talking
that's like
about?
way worse.
Yeah, and then there was this other one from like a boy, and he's like, "Yeah, I support the Blue Lives Matter because like being a police is like really like
Hard. It's like
stressful
so
job,
hard.
and like you have to make a lot of split decision second
You know
making."
what's stressful, Kyle? You know what's stressful? Waking up
Kyle,
and going into the
Kyle,
world and being a black person. That's stressful,
hello,
Kyle.
hello, literally
Was his
Kyle.
name actually Kyle?
I don't know,
Oh, well,
irrelevant.
I was just joking,
I
but
mean,
that's the
whatever.
name or like
If it's not
Jeremy.
Kyle, it's gonna be like fucking like Steven or something
Oh my God,
stupid.
we know somebody named Steven.
We do. We know someone named
Nice guy.
Kyle. Actually,
You do?
I know a Kyle. He's
Well,
really nice.
Steven's also really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steven's not that bad of a name. I think
Steven's okay. I'm thinking
Kyle
of like
really hits it. Ooh.
Kyle or like Bob. Get down here.
Bob!
You better come down here right now and do the dishes.
Oh wow.
Anyways, that's really upsetting.
Yeah, that
You're
is really
You
upsetting.
know what
That's
else is
fucked
upsetting?
up.
Well, not as upsetting as that, but something that irritates me. We don't have senior quotes.
We don't
We're
have seen. Oh, shut up.
most likely
Do we have
to
like
be.
superlatives?
What is that? The most likely?
Yeah, like the most likely, like the most funny, or like the most likely to
No,
succeed.
we don't involve
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I was so happy.
I think they feel as people will feel like left out because you know it's gonna be
Girl,
popular kids that
girl.
get those.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
That's not true. I want best hair. That's all I want to be remembered for. I want to be best hair forever. I want that immortalized in my yearbook. That's my legacy.
it didn't happen sadly. And if you have best hair, I would need like I wouldn't get anything. If
You could get something.
but if they were to do that, I feel like it makes sense why they didn't do that one. What doesn't make sense is why they didn't do senior quotes because
Yeah.
you can have a like faculty staff members. Miss Batatoy is already on yearbook. If she's already
Yep.
looking over all everything else, she can look over like the senior quotes and make sure none are inappropriate. And if they are, just take them out and they
I
lose.
guess so. Yeah. I
But
feel
don't
like
like
I feel like it's probably like a workload thing because Batatoy's
it
like, oh,
is
that's too much stuff for like, or like that we can't
sure,
do all of that.
but
But it's
many
like,
schools do that.
I know, and we used to do stuff like that. I
We
think.
did.
Well, we definitely had like the superlatives, and I feel like we had
Yeah,
senior quotes before.
I think superlatives they took those away because people probably just would feel left out if they didn't get anything.
That's so dumb. I
I
mean, I guess that's
feel
not
left out.
dumb. I guess that's not dumb, but
Or
like,
people would feel like it would just create issues. I think that's something that would divide and create issues. Like, why did they get this? Because I, blah, blah, you
well,
know.
I mean, the thing is, like, it is student voted, right? Like the
Oh,
superlative.
that's true.
So it's like,
That's
who?
true.
It's like the people who vote for other people. So like, oh, if you didn't get something, then it's like, you know,
Also, we can have superlatives if we can have homecoming queen, and homecoming king, because
oh
we all
yeah.
for that and
Oh my God,
voted.
did we have a homecoming
No,
this year? Did we have a homecoming queen and king?
yeah, we did. It was
Oh.
Crystal and Ray, Mina,
That's right. That's right.
but we didn't have a homecoming dance. We
I
just had
remember
a
that.
homecoming court.
That we had the court. That's right.
Anyways, I know many
Forgot.
people who didn't vote for those
Forgot
groups
about
of
that.
people.
Yeah.
Many people who didn't vote for those specific people. I know many people who voted for other people. It's just the same thing. I think I
Yeah.
just have issues with the way that things are run because I don't feel like it's fair at all.
I think for like homecoming court, that's very much like run by student council or
Student
something.
Congress.
Congress. That's right, it's Congress. Silly
Congress.
me. Um
And like me not winning student
it's
Congress.
a
That was a
little.
huge blow to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
because I really thought I had it in the bag. I did so much work for it. And then like the night before somebody posts something about, oh, vote for me, and then they win. So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I
I'm just
mean,
reflecting. It's not that I haven't talked about it and we're on the topic. It's not like I'm thinking about it
yeah,
all the time. I'm just reflecting on my high school
I
years.
know. But like it's when I lost student congress freshman
Oh my
year,
god, I remember that. No,
I
you.
was
Oh yeah, freshman year. I guess it was freshman year.
yeah, well, cuz I like lost for the sophomore year
Hmm.
core or whatever.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, no, when I lost, I remember I was coming home and I was like sad and I like cried a little bit, but then I got
Hmm.
over it because I really just kind of like was like thinking to myself like it's student congress, like it's not
But also, I'm confused because you already had a foot in the door, and usually that's super helpful. So I don't
n-
know how that even
freshman year.
happened.
Freshman year is the most vulnerable point to get out of student congress.
Oh, like it's easy to
It's
lose.
easy to lose
Gotcha.
because
So
that's
how did
like
everyone else go
well, I
in?
mean, there was still a lot of other people. I mean, I got replaced by like Russell and Liam,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
someone else. There was like a few, I think two of the boys. I can't tell. Um,
Yeah, life goes on. It really is
but yeah,
just
no.
a thing.
Here's the thing. I think with student congress, like I had like a lot of good times, but also like a lot of awkward times as well. You know, especially with that group of people. I mean, not no hate, no shade to that group of people. Love you guys.
But we have tea.
It's a little Akko Taco, and, like, definitely after growing up with y'all through, high school, there's some developments in the story, so we're gonna just, put that to rest.
I just think I have a lot to say about my high school experience because I didn't enjoy it very much. And and people are gonna hate
Please.
me for what I say about the school because I didn't have the same experience as them. So they're
I
gonna
know, I know, I know, and it's, like, literally, for some people, I hate to be rude, but it's like, if you enjoy your high school experience, I don't think that's a good sign.
why? Why is that not a good sign?
Well, I
I
think
I just think we had different experiences. Everyone has different
I
experiences.
know.
I'm not trying to say I don't agree with what you just said. I'm not on that.
That's fair. I just, like I think that, like, if you enjoy your high school experience, you're, like, pretty set in high school, and high school for many others, like me, like you, like others, have a very terrible time in high school,
Mhm.
and that's just, like I don't know, I feel like those people are, like, the type of people I really wanna associate with and not really those
But
who
my time wasn't terrible. I just felt like I was on the sidelines for like every single thing that was going on.
yeah.
Like, you know how we're going to the senior all night party? You're literally the only person that I'm going to be talking to the whole time.
No, there's other people to talk to and then make fun of.
Okay, no, that's so mean.
No, I mean, of course, with love.
But like
From Russia with love.
I'm just thinking like like my throughout high school I haven't felt like I'm involved. I tried to be involved,
Right.
nothing came of it.
Right.
But then I
Right.
ended up just like staying on the sidelines and like really just
Right.
having a good time during high school.
I feel
Cuz
another
my mom,
thing
yeah,
another thing, and I don't know if what to, like, classify this as, but, like, I don't know, I don't wanna, like, say things that I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but, like,
yeah.
kind of sort of imposter syndrome, right? Is that right? Where it's like
Okay.
you think you're supposed to be something, but that's,
Mm.
like, not really your past. So very freshman year, sophomore
Let
year,
me
I
look
thought,
it
like,
up.
this is like, I'm supposed to be the person to be, like, super talkative and super energetic and super always talking and friendly to everyone and basically, like, everyone's friend all the time. Everyone loved me, you know?
Yeah, that's not imposter syndrome, but it
Not
is something.
but not imposter syndrome, but,
That
like
imposter syndrome is when you feel like you are a fraud and you don't know how to do anything
that's
right.
different. Yeah. But
Like
like I
you
was
can't accept your accomplishments. That's imposter syndrome. Okay,
okay.
anyways, what
But
what you
like it's very like placing myself into a character that like I
yeah.
didn't want necessarily. Like I mean
Mhm.
it's like I enjoyed it, but like I didn't really want it, you know? It's like a salad.
Yeah, and like my mom, for example, she had a good experience in high school.
Oh my god. And then comparing starts. You start comparing yourself to your parents, you start comparing
Well, I'm
yourself
not
to your
no,
sister.
cuz
That's a
oh,
whole
well,
thing.
I'm not comparing myself to my mom because I knew that we were not going to have the same high school experience cuz she like
Yeah.
she's very different. She's very different from me when it
Very
comes to how she
different.
communicates with people and
Yeah.
all that. So she was in volleyball, she was in swim, she was like a student council member.
Yeah.
She dated a football player.
Hello.
So that's like completely well, it's not completely different, but it's like mostly different. And and so since she
There are
had that great
differences.
experience in high school because she was involved and she wanted to be involved, that's like she was successfully involved. She was
I
popular.
know.
Like, I don't know. Like I'm just not
Yeah.
like that.
See, I don't know. That's just it's just weird. High school is like such a weird
Yeah.
s- time. I don't know how
Cause
to
like
explain it. Phase.
cause me and Tim were talking about if there was a high school reunion, if we would go, and I was like so instantly said no. And then
Oh, good lord.
he was like, well though, if you know some of these people, this is what Tim said. Tim's words, not mine. If he said
Okay.
if some of these people peaked in high school, which I giggled at, if some of
You're
these people peaked in high school and come to the reunion and you pull up and you flex on everybody for moving out of Northville and getting a really successful job, then maybe it would feel a little bit better. And I'm like, yeah, that would
yes.
be cool, but also it's not really about that. I just
No.
want to live life. I don't want to live in the
I
past.
really want to see where everyone ends up and I want to
I
make
know,
sure
kind of that too, though.
I don't mean to be, rude. That's the second time I've said that. And then, but like, I would love to see where everyone ends up. And obviously, I would be so proud and happy of all like the people who made it to somewhere good, right? But I would also, I'm just wondering, just out of curiosity, where some of the people end up, 30
Well,
years from now or whatever.
I would hope we're showing up to the
I'm most definitely going to our
ever.
reunion. Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping we
Hello.
still be like
Walk
bestest
in.
friends in the world.
I mean, okay, I don't know when they do reunions, but like,
Like
there's like
20
a
years after.
There's like a 10-year reunion and then like a 20-year
I'm not
reunion.
going to each one, just pick one.
I guess, yeah, honestly,
20 probably. I'll probably choose 20.
20 sounds like a good number.
Yeah,
10
like
times
everyone's like
2, 5
30
times
now.
4.
30. Everyone's like 30.
I guess so. Um, I would
We'll be good.
definitely, first off, oh, I can't, I like to, you can't plan shit 20 years in the future, but like,
Right.
what if we're like, oh, all hooked up, hitched up, with our partner or whoever? Like, imagine
Mm-hmm.
some people walking into the reunion with like a whole ass husband or wife or just partner,
Or like somebody that we didn't expect to like
Shut up.
appear,
Imagine we go
and
to our
then they
reunion.
are.
Imagine we go to our reunion and we see like the wildest couples. I mean, first off,
There's already some wild couples.
there's already some wild couples. I would
But
be very,
yeah.
I'd be very interested to see, because, some high school couples survive, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would love to see if something like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? You know who I think is gonna last a really long time?
Who? Yeah, that's
I
fun.
feel like I would pull up to the reunion and see them together.
That would be so cute.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody else you wanted to say who you think would still be together?
I don't know. See, here's another thing. I just don't know many people who are like actually
That's what
dating.
I was telling Cameron about. I was like, there's so many weird couples right now. And he's like, I don't know anyone. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Dude, there are literally, see, that's like the thing in
I
terms of
don't want to
different
say
experience.
names, though.
Yeah.
We
We,
already said some names. Maybe you should bleep them. Well, we
oh,
said last names. They might not
okay.
want us talking about them, though.
Yeah, we'll just skip over it. I don't know,
Okay,
some
anyways.
randos. Hey, randos, we love you.
Um, anyways, in high school, really, when we're talking about other people, that's just our perception, our how we
Exactly.
perceived school. Don't take
Oh,
anything
yeah.
personally because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just our own experiences.
Exactly. And like,
Yeah.
the other thing is said this before, I have been very disconnected. I don't know where people are now, I don't know who they are
Right.
now, and I don't
Yeah.
know who they'll be in, like, 10, 20 years. So, honestly, I don't know. I hope that, I get to, like, reconnect with people in, like,
Mhm.
a good way and make sure, like,
Yeah.
hashtag friends.
And
Go.
and um and it's interesting because, I'm also have been very disconnected, but I know that I know who I can trust. And it's
Yes.
you.
Yes. Yes. You. Can I trust you? You have a dragon behind you. I don't know if I can trust you.
But yeah, I think high school is just strange and different for everyone, and don't
Yeah.
take anything we say personally. Is all I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's just how we perceived things.
It's all
Our time
perceiving.
there.
That is such a thing, perception. And, like,
Yeah.
when people say, like, "Oh, the color blue?" Well, like, your blue might not be the same as my blue, and it's like,
Right.
"Oh, okay."
I learned about perception and psych.
I love psychology.
Except perception was a unit that I didn't enjoy as much because it was more like literal perception, like
Yeah.
your perspective, relatives.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
Yeah.
fine, that's cool and all.
Have you did, like, the little things where you, like, stare at an image for, like, 30 seconds and then, like, open your
Oh yeah, the
eyes, and then it's
optical
like and then
illusions.
you've got, like, an
Yeah.
after image and all
Oh
that?
yeah, with the greens and the reds. Yeah, we did that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I think
that's really
that's
cool.
so weird how, like, our body knows science stuff before we
Also,
know,
you know what's strange that I think about all the time, and it only becomes like manual when I like am told about it, is
Yeah.
when our my psych teacher would tell me that when you touch something, it's like going through your entire brain until you can
Yeah.
really feel it, but like really fast. So like
Yeah.
anytime I touch like anything, like my hands right now, like it's my brain telling me I can feel my hands, but I
That's
don't.
true.
But I don't.
Okay,
It's so weird.
but you know what's even crazy? When you hurt yourself, like, with, like, your hands, like, when you burn yourself,
Uh
right?
huh. Yeah.
It goes faster to, like, take your hand away. It goes faster because it goes to your spinal cord and then back, not your brain.
Yeah, I
So,
know. That's crazy.
isn't that so weird how, like, your
I
spinal
remember
cord is
learning
like
that in biomedical science.
it's like a
Or
part
no,
of your brain.
the one the we did the experiment in biomedical science where you were either blindfolded or you were blindfolded and then you had your eyes open, or
Yeah.
you were listening to a sound and then you weren't listening to a sound.
Yes.
And when you heard the sound, I would hit her knee, like right here, like where the like thing is to make your foot move.
Yeah.
And then it would be connected to the computer, so it would record how fast a reaction happened for different versions.
Ooh.
It was so interesting because that reflex, oh,
Yeah.
because that reflex is going through your spinal cord. It's not going to your brain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's really an interesting stuff.
Isn't that so interesting? I
It's
think
crazy.
it's so crazy. I see, I like learning about psych and, like, body stuff psych, so, like,
Yeah,
the
me too. I'm
brain,
definitely going to take psych in college, I think.
but it's also just like it's just, I don't know, weird sometimes, like, gooey stuff, like, ew, blood, like, ew, like,
Blood and psych?
well, no, but, like, when, like, you're talking about the body stuff, you talk about, like,
Oh,
the
sure.
body, like, your brain,
Sure.
blood, your vein, bone, muscle,
Yeah,
like, that's, like,
you're like lines in between your brain that they
your
cut.
lines, like, things like that, like, yeah, but, like, ooh,
Yeah, yeah, not for me, I'm not so much that way. O-
Yeah.
I'm only that way if it starts to get existential. Like I think too much
Mm.
about my brain and like what it is,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
life, and then it turns into life, and I'm like, no, thanks,
Oh my god,
thanks.
okay, we're almost out of time, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
finish off.
yeah. Okay.
I have an English project, I talked about it before, right, where
Hmm.
you have to reflect on the 2 year, class and
Yes.
choose 2 to 4 concepts, ideas, insights, whatever, that have been
Yeah.
challenged, strengthened, realized,
Yep.
etcetera. So, I started working on that yesterday, and I was thinking about, um, kind of existentialism because, like, a big struggle or not struggle, but just, like, a thing that I, like, did not like talking about, but I also did like talking about was, like, fate, free will, existentialism, like, very philosophical stuff, right?
Right. I can't.
You can't deal.
Yeah.
But, like, highly recommend reading Kafka on the Shore. It's a
Mhm.
great book. I do have, like, intense anger against that, like, grudge, because I had so much trouble understanding that book. It was
Mhm.
so metaphorical and so, like, so hard to understand. I think
Mhm.
also that's, like, when the pandemic hit, so I'm very
Yeah.
associate that with, like, with the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Um, but
Conditioning.
that that book I really disliked, and we were supposed to write an essay, and I didn't write the essay for that because I just couldn't bring myself to it. But a big part of that book was going into the forest and very, once again, metaphorical, and the main character, Kafka, kind of, like, approached a lot of things in this forest, and,
Mhm.
the other day, I went on a walk into the forest by myself and had a very similar kind of not very similar, but, like, very, yeah, like, transformative
Sure,
experience,
sure.
some, like, more insight. Um, but I'm using that experience as, like, the base for my project, and I wanna expand upon that on, like, the books we've read and, like, things I've struggled with and, like,
Yeah.
what I've who I've grown to be at the end of this 2-year course. That's very much what I'm doing. So,
That's really a lot.
it's a
I think
lot.
you're putting a lot more thought into it than many other students will be, which is not a bad thing.
I know, I always kinda go above and beyond, but then always fall short of my own expectations.
Expectations.
Yeah. Well then, okay. Well, this was a fun episode. We talked about a lot.
Yeah, so
We went through a lot
cute.
of stuff, a little bit of a controversial stuff, and a little bit of,
Yes, and
like,
a
a
little
hello,
bit
hello.
philosophical.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
well, thank you guys for watching. And if you made
Thank
it this
you.
far, comment us, not comment us, comment
Comment.
below if you plan on going to your high school reunion or if you have gone to your high school reunion already.
Yeah, talk about your high school reunion experience. I'd love to
Yes.
learn.
Right
Yeah.
all.
All right. Bye, guys. Have
Okay,
a
peace
wonderful
out.
day.
Bye.
Mwah.